Welcome back, everyone, to Beholder to No One presents Behold Clearlight. I am your Dungeon Master, Ryan Williams, and joining me here are Nikki,
Marissa Lanner,
Greg,
Grigtho's steady hand,
Ashley,
Emmy Frankincense,
and Keith.
Seuss.
All right, are we all ready?
hell yeah.
Yep.
Yup, let's do it.
Hey, everybody. Ryan, the entire universe of Behold Clearlight here, translating for Unska, a mushroom person living outside Kaitiaki. Unska says that the people you all have been following first looted the weapons cache inside the chest of the Titan. Unska, how do you know that, by the way? Because, you weren't there. Okay. She wants me to tell you that the fungal network knows all. That is deeply unsettling. Anyway, let's continue. She says that the group we follow saw a different group that we do not follow fighting their way through plant folk territory. Our friends then made their way out of the Titan, eventually caught up with the other flesh walkers. Is flesh walkers, are we gonna have to censor that? Okay, moving on. Well, there was a tense confrontation with those mysterious folks, ending with a warning not to follow. A warning I am sure will go perfectly heeded. Unska says that she hopes you have a wonderful day and that your spores spread far. Well, that feels like we're gonna have to censor that too. I don't know how I feel about that. If you guys remember last time, you encountered another group of whatever you want to call them, adventurers, ne'er-do-wells, scallywags.
New best friends?
Perhaps?
I'm gonna go with Rapscallion.
You said whatever I want to call them.
One of them certainly doesn't seem to think so. That one seems to be the leader. And because specifically, as he disappeared into the forest, away from the circle of obelisks covered in leaves and branches and vines, the last thing he said to you was, "Don't fucking follow us," and then disappeared. So what's the gang want to do?
That's really not how you greet new friends, so it's pretty hurtful. But I kind of just want to go home. And if we can't follow them, how are we going to get home?
We should just walk beside them at exactly the same pace that they're walking, so it's it's just as awkward as it can possibly be.
Right, you do the thing where you say goodbye and then head in the same direction.
Yep.
Yeah, and if we're just far enough ahead of them, we could just say they're following us.
Oh, I like the way you think.
Quick, guys, we have to run.
They are heading back towards Clearlight, it does seem. So if you are planning to go home, you are going to have to kind of follow them, unfortunately, even if you don't want to follow them. I suppose you could try to circle around and enter through a different gate from Clearlight, but that will mean spending days more outside.
Well, we have a different door that we go through.
Aren't we supposed to have some kind of employee entrance or whatever?
Yeah, we were supposed to use our stones to tell them that we were coming so that they could let us in without having to deal with all that bullshit of those people getting all mad at us for leaving. Which I wonder if those other people also get that kind of treatment.
I'm pretty sure they sneak in and out.
Yeah.
You do know that you are still using the same gate. It's just that Milera is coming to collect you when you arrive,
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
so that you don't have to take the train and potentially get assaulted by drug dealers.
We need an escort.
Or have sleep sex.
Well,
Yes.
you might still do that.
Oh, well.
Don't
alright.
rule it out just yet.
Oh, it was never ruled out.
Seuss doesn't particularly care about the threat against not following them, so he's just gonna continue and walking towards where we were going originally.
Can we at least give them 40 minutes head start, just so it doesn't seem like we're following them?
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody made this joke yet, because I wasn't listening at the beginning, but it would be like that time where it's like when you say bye to somebody and you run into them again.
I did say that
somebody
exact thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so yeah,
Cut that out. All right, here we go.
it was my joke, so I'm gonna take it.
I will fight you.
Welcome back. Starts
I
with
had
a
a
fight.
bug about to go into my wine, and I was freaking out.
Oh,
So I
that's
wasn't
what that
listening.
noise was.
Yes.
I heard ugg of some sort, and I'm like, what?
I said, no bug. You will not go in my wine. I do not need protein.
Don't worry about it.
On your wine. Seuss says Seuss is just walking, so the rest of you just see Seuss like takes a deep breath and just heads in the direction of the person who just said, "Don't fucking follow us."
Seuss, just come back here for just a second. What we can do, actually, we could give them like 30 seconds, and then we could walk behind them, speaking about them loud enough for them to hear.
I'm okay with that.
That just seems more fun to me. If you're gonna go the route of following them.
Cease will
All right.
patiently wait
That
30
sounds
whole
like
seconds.
Well, it kind of already has been 30 seconds, so if you're doing that, it's time to go.
No, 30 additional seconds.
I'll take a couple steps forward and just go.
What the fuck are you talking about? Let's go.
So Seuss and Grethos start stumbling off into the forest, away from these obelisks and away from the massive titan you spent a significant portion, or actually most of the entire day yesterday in, with your spoils, heading back towards the city, as well as a great deal of extra knowledge you didn't have before.
On the way back, I'm going to actively be looking out for those two people that we ran into the last time we ended up going home. I don't want to run into them again.
Ah, yes, Malgus and Vastican.
Yeah. So I'm
Emmy
going
would
to be
remember.
looking for them.
All right, you know what? Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
The whole time we're walking, Seuss and I are just gossiping loudly about the individuals in front of us. Although, realistically, I don't think neither one of us knows anything about them, so it's all speculation at this point.
Not a damn thing.
Right. I can at least tell you what they looked like, so
Oh,
you
good,
can
let's
properly
go.
mock them. The halfling was dressed in light armor, had a crossbow hanging at his side, sort of, he was carrying it casually. He was bald-headed, pale-skinned, and had all kinds of tattoos on top of his bald head. And when you asked their names, he seemed about to answer till the leader stopped him.
Can we not mock them for their appearance, though? Like,
I
you
mean-
can gossip about them, just don't make fun of the way they look. Rissa will say this out loud. It seems hurtful and uncalled for.
Well, I mean, if they look like a bitch,
You wouldn't want people making fun of you, wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't care if people make fun of me.
And let's see, the half-elf woman was very tall and thin, very obviously had just a comically large spell book strapped not at like on a belt or anything. It was sort of like in just an overly large like gun holster, almost the kind that goes underneath a jacket, just like a series of leather straps so that it can be like under her arm at all times. She had short blonde hair, blue eyes, and she seemed to lean more elvish than human in her half-elven lineage. So particularly long ears, angular face, that kind of thing. The other person that you saw with them was completely covered in armor. Couldn't really make out any physical features except for the fact that they were large and carrying a massive greatsword. But yes, that person was just wearing very boring gray armor. No particular features stood out to you except for the fact that he was a very big boy. And then the one that spent most of the time talking was just wearing long gray robes. It seems to be that this person might have been like intentionally trying to dress like a poor person, because he's just wearing like a rope belt, and there were definitely patches in the gray robes that he was wearing, but who knows, maybe that's just how he dresses. But yes, those are the four people you saw.
I rolled a 22 on my perception, by the way.
All right, great. Emmy, eyes open, keeping an eye out in particular for the two people, or whatever they were, who pursued you on your way back to the city last time. And you do know that they are probably still looking for you, because they seemed very upset, and they seem to have told other people about you, because the Queen of Bones knew that you had escaped them.
We're famous.
They're gonna be real pissed when they find out the Queen of Bones is dead.
Or maybe we did them a favor. Who knows?
Maybe,
Do we become the queen now? Like, is that how this works?
maybe.
Cool.
We do slay.
Maybe try talking to some bones, who knows. So you continue to make your way through the forest. Remember, this is a section of the ancient city that is incredibly overgrown, and now you feel like you might know the source of it. The massive titan seems to increase the growth of plant life all around it, and it seems to have spread pretty far into the city. So you are backtracking your way through buildings that are completely grown through with trees, shrubs, other plant life. You do pass by that steeple that you saw last time that is completely being held up at this point by a tree growing through it. And Emmy, keeping an eye out for any threats, but in particular those two assailants that you encountered before, as you are passing through a portion of the city, you hear what sounds like a bunch of crashing inside a small house in front of you to the right. And it sounds like perhaps two people having an argument in a language you don't understand as
Okay.
you approach.
I would relay that to the party and just they can decide if we should go check it out or not.
And it's a bit muffled because it's inside the house and you're a little bit farther away. So from your perspective, it just kind of sounds like.
I cast comprehend languages.
Okay. As soon as Emmy points out to you this arguing couple, perhaps, or whatever they are, you cast the spell, and you sort of inch closer to like where you can hear what the two might be saying, and you are able to start, or at least you where you think you should start to be able to make out things, but you're still just hearing, and then another voice like. And I'm going to have you roll a stealth check for me, Rissa, to remain undetected as you get close enough to be able to hear this conversation inside this. Basically, it's a small stone hovel, almost like a one-room house, small chimney on the opposite side. What'd you get?
Okay, I got a 12.
A 12. Okay, then. So as you approach, you get right up against the house, trying to be as quiet as possible, and you get up next to one of the windows, which is only covered at this point by rotting wood shutters, and you like put your ear up to the shutters to try to get a better idea of what they might be saying, and it's still just like muffled. It sounds like they're grunting, and with your comprehend languages spell you should be able to understand what they're saying, but you're starting to wonder if they're speaking language at all.
Yep.
And as you wonder that, you press your ear just a little bit too close to the wooden shutters, and one of them falls off into the house. And you have dark vision, correct? Or no? No, you're a human.
Nope.
So inside it is very dark, but as soon as you knock the small bit of shutter into the house, it clatters inside, and the two voices stop, and you think, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And start to back away from the house. What are you doing?
I will attempt to make some very good animal noises as if an animal did it.
Okay, then. Let me think. What would that be? I guess that would be your performance check.
What do the animals sound like?
Or I guess perhaps deception.
I will insert animal noises here.
Okay.
Either way,
Wow, that was really good. That's like Animal Planet worthy, Nikki. Jesus.
right? Either way, it's an 18, whether it's performance or deception.
All right, then. So you back away and try to make convincing animal sounds. Gregthos, you, as someone who can transform into animals and have done so before, you think, that's not bad.
Actually, what'd you call me?
At Gregthos' shout, the wall crumbles forward as a rotund creature with gray skin and a gaping mouth just sort of crashes its way through the wall, and it perhaps at one point was a person, but it's slowly losing its body shape. It's kind of just sort of swelling up all over itself, and one of its arms looks stretched out. It was almost like taffy was pulled through a taffy puller, and at the end of that arm is a massive spike, like a harpoon almost.
Huh.
And that creature is knocked to the floor as another creature tumbles in after it and leaps over it. And this second one has pale graying, what was perhaps once brown skin, but they look emaciated, and they have long, thin, spindly arms and a jaw that is hanging all the way down to their chest. And the creature that was knocked to the ground just says and pulls itself up, and the creature that the emaciated one just lets out a screech. I would like everyone to roll initiative for me.
I appreciate the visual medium, but I look nothing like either one of those.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, what?
I said before, what did you just call me? And then the creature popped out, so I assumed that was Nikki providing an
gotcha.
example of what she called me.
Good. Great, love it.
I'm sure the audience knew exactly what I was talking about.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah, I'm
Exactly.
sure.
We'll fix it in post.
Mhm.
Or maybe we won't. Probably not.
Who knows?
So,
Nikki might delete it. Who knows? Only time will tell.
Delete everything Greg says.
Yeah, basically.
I don't like it.
Whatever it is.
Rissa was probably the closest one to them. Say right there, because you backed up a little bit before they crashed through the building. Everyone else, put yourselves wherever you think you feel is appropriate, while I get these two boys. Boys? They might have been boys. It's hard to tell. They're sort of becoming sort of featureless wretches.
Guess I would have been closer if I noticed it.
After rolling initiative real quick. I'm just going to do things a little differently than I usually do, see if this works any faster. Gregthos, what'd you roll?
9.
9.
9.
Okay, Seuss?
Wait, not our joke.
12.
12. Rissa?
14.
And Emmy?
12.
All right. So Seuss and Emmy got the same thing, correct?
Yes, I have a 10 dex.
I have a 14, so I think I go first.
Okay. Yep, Emmy will go in there. All right, then. We have rolled initiative. So the larger roly-poly looking one that is slowly losing its shape struggles to get up off the ground, but the larger, thinner one charges towards you, screeching as it goes. Rissa.
No, thank you.
You see now that it's getting closer that its fingers have like webbing between them. At the ends of the fingertips there are pointed claws, and its jaw opens up as if it is trying to eat you, just reaching out with both hands like a desperate child almost, rushing at you.
I repeat, no, thank you.
Fortunately for you though, it's not a combat expert. It doesn't come at you with finesse or anything like that, so you're easily able to just step out of the way as it charges at you. But then it sort of does a roundhouse spin and tries once more to bite you, and that one might hit. That is going to be a 15. Does that hit you?
It does.
All right then. So the creature tries to grab at you with its claws, and you jump out of the way, but then with surprising speed it spins around and gives you a good chomp right in one of your arms, and you are going to take 8 piercing damage. And then as it bites into you, you can see it has like green rotting teeth, and as it bites down and sort of breaks the skin, getting through, a little bit of that green on its teeth seeps into the wound, and you are going to take an additional 13 necrotic damage as well.
Ow.
All right, but that is going to be the end of its turn. Rissa, it is your turn to respond. Creature
Okay.
is currently trying to bite your arm off.
I'm not grappled, right?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and then back the fuck away.
All right, so you just disappear. It's still got you in like its grip a little bit, and then you just manage to yank your arm out of its mouth. But as you go, it's just sort of swings wildly, so it's going to try to hit you with an opportunity attack with disadvantage because you are invisible. Okay, so that is a total of 14. Does that hit you?
Motherfucker, yes.
Okay, so it can't even really see you, but it just like is reaching out at its meal that was just there a second ago. So you are going to take 18 slashing damage. Oof.
Seriously?
Jesus.
Yes,
Ow.
these things hit hard, apparently.
So concentration is 10 or half the damage.
Yes, I believe so.
Alright, I rolled a 14, so I maintain concentration.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Still have a bonus action.
Drink a potion.
Sure, go for it. You can see like the green is sort of seeping into the clothing on your sleeve, and so you just like tear a little bit of it away, and just you can even, if you would like, dump the potion into the wound, and it starts to heal up quickly, at least a little bit, and the pain numbs somewhat. Up next is going to be Emmy.
Okay, well, probably wouldn't have seen where she went, so I can't really heal her.
Yeah, you're like, uh-oh, well, she's gone. Hopefully she's gotten herself to safety.
So I'm going to just try to cast. Well, actually, I'm going to back up a little bit, just like 5 feet. And I'm going to try to cast Sacred Flame on this dude right here, the guy in the front.
All right. The skinny-looking, hungry dude. You said Sacred Flame,
Yes.
so that's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yep.
All right. It rolls an 11.
That is not enough.
Okay.
Nope. So that is, that is going to be 11 damage. 11 radiant damage.
All right. 11 radiant damage on our most hungry boy. Okay, then. So, what else are you doing? You got a bonus action. You can move some more if you'd like.
Yeah, I only backed up like 5 feet, so I'm going to kind of hide behind this wall.
All right, so you dive behind one of the ruined buildings, breaking line of sight with these creatures, and prepare yourself for your next move.
Pew, bye.
That's just smart. That's taking cover. All right, Seuss. After a beam of radiant energy hits this screeching madness, what are you doing?
He is. I mean, after seeing how badly he kind of damaged his teammates, he's just going to walk up and try and dispatch these guys as fast as possible.
All right.
He's going to pull out his sword, and it's going to just start arcing with electricity. He doesn't quite know how it works yet because he's never used a sword yet before, but he just assumes it's going to work. He's going to plant his foot down and go into Fighting Spirit, which will give him advantage and
All right.
5 hit points. And then he's going to attack the round one.
All right. This one is still like barely struggling to get itself up. It is actually partially covered in the rubble from the building that it crashed through when it was shoved to the ground by the other one. And it is still actually just like softly, like pathetically sobbing, like as you go for a good stab.
Yep. Well, I got a crit on the first one for 29 to hit.
That will definitely do it. That's going to be a lot of damage, I feel like.
Very nice. First swing with your new sword.
Now, question: does the lightning get the extra lightning damage get rolled again as well?
Yes, all the dice.
Okay.
Now remember, you are rolling double the number of dice, not doubling whatever you roll on it.
Yes.
I know a lot of people roll crits differently.
What if he uses the cast the other thing with it?
That would also get doubled.
Well, that's a separate attack roll, unless it just automatically hits.
Yeah, it would be a separate attack roll, but it comes immediately after you hit.
Okay, so it's still a crit, or
Oh, you know, I see what you're saying. So, the way I've been thinking of it is that after you hit a creature with it, you have to squeeze the handle really tight to activate the electric shock, and that is going to be a separate attack roll, but it happens immediately after you hit a creature, and so it does not take an extra attack action or anything like that.
Yep. So that was 28 damage, and I am going to squeeze the handle on accident probably because he doesn't realize it does that.
Hilarious, love it. And you can just use your regular attack bonus. It's not a separate attack bonus or anything like that.
Okay, that's a 12 to hit.
A 12, unfortunately, is not going to hit this creature.
Okay, that's fine, but I still have another attack.
You said 28 damage in the first one, right?
Yes.
Great. As you stab into this creature, electricity just flows out of the blade. You can see static shooting all through its body. It's the tiny little bits and tufts of hair that it still has on its head immediately stand up. And yours probably would too if it weren't covered in a hood right now.
That's a 24 to hit
That will also definitely hit.
for 13 damage.
Right. Slash right across the top of this creature as it tries to stand back up, and you knock it backward a little bit, and then you slash right across its chest one more time. You really put a hurt on this thing.
Well, he's not going to give it a chance because he's going to take action surge and do it again.
Oh, snap.
Because he looks like he hurts. That's a lot of damage.
Right, it does have a giant harpoon arm hanging off the back of it.
So-
And it's sort of just dragging on the ground, like it doesn't have any bones in that arm.
Yeah, he's not going to give him a chance to use that on his teammates.
I would like to point out he did 39 damage to me, so he is also very hurty.
Oh, that was the other one that hit you.
Yeah,
He's going
even
after.
still.
Right.
That's another crit.
Oh my god. Stop! I'm gonna
No.
kill my monster!
That's the point.
Look at him, so pathetic, just on the ground crying, and you're just gonna come and beat him up like some sort of schoolyard bully? What's wrong with you?
Give me your lunch money.
You think, are we the enemies?
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. I need a calculator.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Like-
The creature just continues to just on the ground.
31 damage.
Wow. 31 more damage. You're just making quick work of this thing. It's already looking pretty bad.
And I still have one last attack. 28 to hit.
Okay.
28 will definitely hit.
No, this one's nowhere near as much damage.
Oh no.
For 9 damage.
All right.
And that will be his turn.
Well, that was certainly a turn that you had there, Zeus. The rest of you see Zeus rushes forward and slashes with an almost inhuman-looking speed. You have trouble keeping up with the arcs of electricity streaking through the air, and the thing definitely looks super fucked up. That is going to bring us over to Gregthos.
I think I'm gonna start a slow clap for Zeus.
All right. Now, you should know that slow clap is a bonus action.
Okay, good to know. I will also use my action to do a slow clap.
Okay.
Is it like 2 slow claps on top of each other?
It's
So
like a flurry
like
of
a
blows
regular
kind of
clap?
situation, where if you
Yeah.
do a slow clap, then you can do another slow clap immediately after.
Yeah, it's like a wave, but
And that's my turn.
All right.
Seriously?
All right then.
I'm very impressed.
And then watch me get one shot the next round.
Yeah.
And then
All
you're
because
off.
you didn't do anything.
hey, he shouldn't be that impressive if he wants to live.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. I'm from another time, guys. I don't know.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, our claps were really slow. You could clap once per minute, max. Anyway,
Break your fingers otherwise.
is that going to be Gregthos' action and bonus action?
Yes, 100%.
All right then. So up next is going to be the creature that just had most of its life taken away in about 6 to 7 seconds. It is going to push some of the rubble from the building off of itself, and it just continues to sob, and it's going to just say, "Lonely," and it is going to pull you in for a hug, Zeus.
They can try.
With its long, stretchy arm, it sort of like whips it around, and it's surprisingly light, and that wicked hook on the end of it comes towards you. So it is going to roll. Ooh, but it's not very good. That is going to be a 12 to hit, which I don't think hits you, Zeus.
That is a miss, and I am going to use my reaction to counterattack.
Oh, snap. Okay, then. This thing just cannot live.
Kill the thing from Deadly Premonition.
Okay.
Well, all right then. The long stretchy arm whips around from behind it, and you get your blade out in front of yourself, and the arm wraps around your sword, which you use, and then you can slash at it.
Yep. So I got a 28 to hit,
That will definitely do it.
and then 18 damage.
All right, 18 more damage. Wow. Just a casual 99 damage so far.
It's like the real cute. If you hug him, he'll fuck you up.
It's electrifying.
All right. Oh, hey, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
Okay. I'm not good at those. 15.
Ooh, a 15 is exactly what you needed.
Oh, there you go.
Thank God.
You can sort of feel like its strange sadness seems like you can almost feel Like you're starting to feel sad too, but you like shake. You're like, what? Why would I feel sad about this thing? This thing
I don't have
sucks.
time to be sad. He needs to die.
All right, so that is going to be the end of this creature's turn. That is going to bring us back up to our very best friend, Screechy Boy.
Hey boy.
So it sees blood being spilled right next to it, and you just beating the shit out of its whatever the relationship is. So it is going to first make an attack against you, Seuss. So it is going to try to claw out at you first with its two massive webbed hands, but it once again, I don't think that's going to hit. That is going to be a 13, which will miss.
Yep.
All right, and after its claw attack, it's going to make one more attempt to try to just bite the top half of your entire body off. Its jaw opens up far too wide, and its mouth seems to go further into its body than there is space inside of its body. It's bigger on the inside. But this is going to be a 15 to hit, which I believe also is not enough to hit you.
Nope, it isn't.
All right, so you manage to duck your way out of this creature, and the teeth clamp down right above your head.
I'll just use my sword to just kind of like jam it in his mouth and hold him back with it.
Like Dragonheart?
Right, and you feel it like sink into like something. There's just like a black void inside of its mouth, and you hit something back there, but like it's like the tip of your sword disappears into a wall of darkness.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Lovely.
All right, Rissa, it is your turn.
I'm going to run the full movement straight to Emmy,
Okay.
55 feet, and I will be right next to Emmy, and I will go, "Hey, Emmy, I could really use some healing." As I go, "You got this," and give her a bardic inspiration,
All right.
and that's my whole turn because
All
I'm
right.
just gonna wait to get healed before I leave this invisibility.
All right, Emmy, you just hear a voice speak out next to you, and it takes you a second to realize who it is.
I've seen her go invisible before, so and hearing her voice, I'd
Yeah,
be like,
and you also did see her turn invisible.
yeah. So I'd be like,
directly in
oh,
front.
there you are.
So you're not like, you're like, oh snap, you're right here, cool. All right, so that is going to bring us to Emmy. How do you respond to the request?
I guess I will do a healing word at level 3. Actually, I don't know, because like I don't really want to attack anything. Is it big enough for me to go through this little crack right here?
The whole thing is like mostly fallen building, so you can just like quickly jump. It's only like perhaps waist high, so you could just jump over it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mostly destroyed building.
Okay, because I was like, I can't really attack from here, but if that changes things, if I could actually just go over that.
Right. Unless you are specifically trying to be hidden, you can still see everything that's happening. You could like duck down if you want.
I'm just trying to get as far away as possible. So yeah, I'll keep it then. I will use a healing word at 3rd level on Rissa.
All right.
So that's gonna be
While you add those dice, the sound of your healing word, the creature that was trying to bite Seuss in half, its ears perk up and sort of like move to the back of its head, like its ears like just stretch backward, pulling its mouth open even wider, and
That's weird.
it turns around and looks at you, and its eyes glow bright green, and it just says, "Hungry, hungry, 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 hungry," and it seems to like get bigger somehow. Its tiny emaciated muscles just stretch and burst a little bit through the skin, and its mouth grows open even wider.
Don't like that.
nope. Nope. That's actually a really good healing word. It's 11.
You said it was at 3rd level?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bonus action. What's next?
Yes. So I'm going to move right over here, and I'm going to try to cast Sacred Flame again at the huggy one.
All
The
right.
huggy one.
Our favorite huggy boy. That is probably going to fail. Yep, that is a big, thick 9. So
Yep.
it's going to take your sacred flame damage.
Sweet. Ooh, that's 12 radiant damage.
All right. 12 more damage on this thing. It is looking so bad.
Oh, so bad.
Like it does not have much fight left in it.
And that's the end of my turn.
Up next, Seuss. It's your go.
Okay, I'm gonna keep hacking away at the round one guy over here.
You feel like you're very close to finishing it off. It doesn't have much fight left in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Fighting Spirit again to give myself advantage.
All right.
Take a slash. It's a 24 to hit for 13 damage.
All right. That will be enough to hit and kill it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, huggy boy.
You cut into this creature and it lets out one last pathetic sob before it falls into two halves at your feet, unleashing a terrible smell of sweat and who knows what else wafting into your face. But you don't have time to celebrate your victory as you have another creature trying to bite you in half.
Is that other one a large creature so I could reach him from here? Or?
It is the orangish one, is the one that's still alive.
Oh, okay. So I just killed the green one?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll hack away at the orange one.
Which makes sense because the green one has like really long arms.
Yeah.
Jesus, these rolls. 27 to hit.
That will definitely do it. They are not wearing any kind of armor or anything. They just have kind of thick hides.
That'll be 16 damage, and I am going to do Shock and Grasp on him.
All right.
For 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit. So it is going to be unable to take reactions until the start of your next turn, if I remember correctly.
And that'll be 5 shocking damage.
5 more damage. Cool. All right.
I'll move there just to maybe block his way a little bit.
All right. That is going to bring us to Gregthos. You've seen Seuss take out this one creature and leave it in a heap on the ground, and the other one seems to be empowered somehow. What do you do?
Am I able to see Rissa, or I don't know where she is because she's still.
She is still invisible. So
Okay.
you heard footsteps run past you a second ago, but you don't know where she is right now.
I just assume it's me being me. I'm going to say, "Keep it up, Seuss. You got this." And then I'm gonna continue the slow clap for my action and bonus action.
Okay then.
Do something.
Playing the long con, I guess.
I don't have to. Seuss clearly has it.
Oh yeah, totally.
So on this creature's turn, it is going to stink, and then that brings us back up to the top for the hungry creature. It, with its newly empowered long arms, is going to try once again to pull you into its gaping maw. So Seuss, okay, this time it's finally going to hit you with the claw attack. That is going to be 18 slashing damage that is dealt to you
Okay.
as it rakes both of its long arms down the front of your armor. It doesn't break through any of the armor, but it definitely nicks you in a couple of spaces between the plates. And its second attack, where it's going to try to bite you, is going to be a 16 to hit, which I think is also not enough to hit
Yeah,
you.
that's a miss.
All right then. So it tries to pull you into its giant mouth using its claws, but you manage to push yourself away from it. And that, I think... Oh, you know what? Actually, I think it's going to do something stupid. It is going to actually try to rush after Emmy
Okay.
because of reasons that it understands, but you do not. So it just, after it tries to eat you, it just sort of gives up on you, Seuss, and you're like, what the hell? And it just runs away, so you can make an opportunity attack against it.
Yep, I got a 22 to hit.
That will definitely do it.
Oh, nice. 16 damage.
Okay, another 16. Cool. Emmy, you see this thing just rushing towards you with its arms outstretched, but is not able to get all the way over to you just yet.
The other one was the one that hugs. And I'm just like, ew, get away, get away.
It is moving towards you with very unsettling, jerky movements, as its bones definitely do not look like they are strong enough to support its gigantic mouth hanging off the front of it, but it somehow does. That is going to bring us to Emmy's turn, by the way.
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Not
Sorry.
Rissa. I was gonna say it's Rissa's turn.
Yeah. Yep, definitely Rissa. My bad. I got mixed up.
As a bonus action, I'm going to drink another potion of healing
All right. Still invisible, correct?
for now. I won't be in a second. I chug the healing potion and then I cast Shatter on the creature at 3rd level as I scream at Gregthos to fucking help.
All right.
This thing almost killed me.
Okay, then. So that is going to be... It's a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, so that is going to be a 9 plus 3. That is a 12. So that is not going to succeed.
Takes 22 thunder damage.
Ooh, 22 damage. All
As
right.
I turn visible and part of the wall in front of me, and it just gets destroyed.
A crumbling rock gets thrown into the air. And this creature is almost thrown into the air as well. It stumbles sideways, but for some reason it just is not even a little bit deterred. It is heading straight for Emmy.
And I will use my movement to go here so I can get a clean shot on it.
All right.
But that'll be my turn.
Okay then. So after Rissa, Emmy, you see this creature rushing at you. What are you doing?
Alright, instinctually, not wanting it to touch me, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, and my angels are going to show up and pretty much make a wall in front of me, and they're all going to have like kind of like the cross finger symbol thing, where let's like stay away.
Ancient wording spell.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast that. I guess since it's in my aura, I'm going to move back a little bit. That's all I can really do, so I don't think it takes any damage right now, but this one on its turn, when it starts there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, will do. Okay, so after Emmy, Seuss, you're up.
Yep, I'm just gonna immediately start chasing after it
Should be able to get up right behind it.
and go up right behind it and just be like, target's right here, and stab him right in the back.
All right.
Oh no, it's a 13 hit.
A 13 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
As the creature is running away from you, you slash out at it, and it gets out of the way in its pursuit.
Yeah, I was a little too hasty getting over there, but the second attack is a 21,
21 will hit.
and that is 15 damage.
15 more damage. All right.
That will be his turn.
All right. So after Seuss goes, that is going to bring us back to Gregthos.
I think I know why Gregthos has not been doing anything. He wants to kill Steel.
Why are you gonna call me out like that?
Alright, once this thing makes its way away from Seuss and start heading toward Emmy, and then also, I guess, Rissa yelled at me, so I'll go,
Oh, okay.
and I'll cast a healing word on Rissa
All right.
at first level 3. 6 healing to you as a bonus action. I am then going to sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there next to the thingy, the runny guy, and
And when you cast your healing word spell,
oh, good.
its ears once again like pull themselves, like it looks almost painful, like the skin is getting stretched and its skin at the back of its bald head is getting bunched up in the back, but its ears pull towards you, and it turns its neck so violently towards you, Gregthos, that it looks like it almost hurt itself, and it immediately just starts shouting again, hungry, 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 hungry.
You know, Ryan, I gotta tell you, as far as like most of these creatures are concerned, I hate the image I get of this one the most.
Just shows he's doing his job.
Yeah, like, wow. I really hate the image I'm getting of this thing.
Its jaw at this point is open so wide that it's hanging down to its waist and sort of just flopping back and forth. And inside its mouth is just a black void. And that black void is looking in your direction.
Oh, good. I'll just then attempt not to barf, and I'm just gonna take a swing at this thing with my quarterstaff.
All right,
That's a 21 to hit
a 21 will hit.
for 10 bludgeoning damage.
All right, you smack it on the side of its head, and its head sort of tilts sideways, sending the jaw that was flapping around spinning up towards into the air before it swings back down.
Ew!
But it is still heading in your direction. If that is the end of your turn,
Yes.
it is going to start its turn inside the Spirit Guardians. What are the Spirit Guardians doing to this creature?
So they have their fingers crossed, like stay away. But as soon as they know that it's time to attack, they're all just gonna kind of gang up on him and just start punching the crap out of them.
All right, and it's a Wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Well, it rolled a 5, so
Nope.
that is not going to succeed.
Let's go and get hurt pretty bad. Or maybe not. Oh, wait, there we go. That's not too bad. That's 13 radiant damage.
13 more radiant damage to this creature. The Gregthos, you see a bunch of cloaked angels rise up behind this creature as it glares at you, and they just start kicking the shit out of it in the back. You can actually hear like bones breaking, but it does not even seem to notice. It's just coming at you.
One of them actually tries to kick the jaw back into place.
It's a fool's errand. It will not work.
Fool's errand.
Takes its nice dress shoes and just goes pow! And then it just falls back down again.
All right, so it is going to try to attack you, Grigthos. And its muscles are once again bulging out of its skin as the skin is being pushed back. Its muscles are somehow growing through this creature's body. And it is going to try to hit you. That is going to be a 17 to hit, Grigthos.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, that is going to be a lot of damage, unfortunately, because its mouth,
Regret
Oh, good.
doing anything?
its muscles are growing larger by
Wait.
the second.
All right,
And-
just to clarify real quick, Ashley, you cut out on my Discord. Did you say, "Are you proud you did something," or "Are you happy you did
No,
something," or that
I
I
said-
didn't do anything?
I said, are you happy you took 2 turns not doing anything?
No, at this point, I'm sad that I took the last turn to do something.
You would have been
Now
safe
I'm
if
hurt
you.
for it.
The
You
man's
would have
got a
been
point.
safe if you kept clapping.
Grigthos is now thinking maybe you should just go home.
Yeah,
And just
you know
not
what?
go.
I
We're
forgot
trying.
to stop the slow clap on my way over here. That was good too.
But, so yeah, you are going to take 18 slashing damage as this thing
Okay.
rakes you with its 2 outstretched hands. With
Okay.
many fingers, and you now notice that it has way more fingers than you expected. A creature that looks like it used to be human.
Ew!
But then, as it grabs you, it is going to try to pull you in to its gaping maw. So that is going to be an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are pulled inside of this creature's mouth, and it's like you got into like a cold wall. It's not like it gets darker as you get closer to it. It's just all of a sudden your vision goes black, and it is incredibly cold inside this creature's mouth. And after your eyes adjust for a second, you can just see endless nothingness inside this creature.
Another one of our team members is eaten.
You can just see like a void, and you see like a tree floating in the distance, and then what looks like a potted plant floating, half chewed, in another direction. Just all as far as you can see, it's just an endless nothingness, only lit by the occasional like torch that this thing seems to have swallowed. And then it bites down.
Oh, reality. Cool.
So you are going to take 8 piercing damage and just far too much necrotic damage.
All right. Well, how much is that? And a number, please.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Give me a second. 35 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
Oh, you don't say. You know what? I'm gonna Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would be dead.
Oof.
Or knocked out, not dead, but. So, Stone's Endurance, I reduce the damage by 1d12. plus
right.
3. High number, please. So, how much did you say I took? I'm sorry.
It was. Dang it, I forgot. It was 35
35.
35.
necrotic damage and 8 piercing damage.
Right. So, after the 8, I have 24 health left.
Oof.
And I rolled a 7 on my d12 plus 3, so that's 10.
Okay.
I believe I'm still at -1.
Ooh, just missed it.
Yeah, damn it. That's why I don't do anything.
You all see this creature just chomps down on Grigthos, and the only thing sticking out of this creature's mouth as it rears its whole body back are Grigthos's feet sticking out. And those feet have like green gobs of spittle dripping down them as this creature tries to tilt its head back to try to swallow him.
All right, you know what, guys? Honestly, I deserve this.
Yep. Me too.
Okay, so that is this creature's turn. Rissa, you're up.
Yay.
Just see Grigthos's gray feet sticking out of this thing's mouth.
Emmy's thinking about slowly clapping instead of healing Grigthos.
We should all just send a turn clap, slow
Hey,
clapping.
if that's the way he goes out, that's fucking amazing.
What a death.
Rissa honestly is just real tempted. Oh, I can't. Like, the...
I will say I don't have a backup character ready.
It's fine.
I'll cast Healing Word, I guess. Can I see his... I see his feet, right?
You can see his feet, so you can cast Healing Word on those feet.
They need to be healed so badly.
His toes feels a little tingly.
A little bit. It's like Twitch.
Grigthos, you just like pass out for a second from the pain as you sort of start to slide forward into this thing's endless void stomach, whatever it is. You sort of like the change in direction sort of wakes you back up again, and you have however many hit points she's about to say.
I would like to say I cast it at 3rd level, and I rolled
Okay.
a 1, a 1,
Hooray!
and a 2.
Oh no.
So you get back 8 health.
Hey, that's
Oh.
something.
That's
That's
3rd level
something.
healing spell.
It's better than death saving throws.
Indeed.
And then that's my bonus action. So as an action, what is on this wand of storing?
Good question.
Should have some healing stuff. That's all.
Yeah. We said that if I cast it from the wand and it's a touch spell, it's supposed to be a touch spell, right?
Yes.
Okay, then that's not gonna work. So as an action, I guess I'll just use Vicious Mockery
All right.
and just say, nobody wants to be your friend. Just die already. And it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Wisdom save. That's just a solid 3. So it fails.
Fantastic. It takes 5 psychic damage as I insult it.
All right.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
All right then.
You should have made that an opportunity to insult Grigthos and him. You should have been like, man, you have a bad taste in meat. That meat is some old... I don't know.
That's jerky.
I just yelled at Greg those for mocking people, so I'm gonna be a better person.
Oh, okay, there you go.
It's a fair point.
You did tell it to just die, so.
To people or humanoid-ish creatures, not things that are trying to kill me. Better
Right.
person.
Okay, so here's the thing though. As you cast that healing spell directly in front of its face, it drops Grigthos's like body out of his mouth and just stares at you. And
I see this and back up.
opens its jaw once again to try to, and it just starts sprinting at you immediately.
Can I use my movement, or is his turn right after mine?
Oh no, you can use your movement.
My turn, chapter.
That's what it's starting to move, but that's just the fantasy of things. Its turn has not yet come.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I back up 30 feet as I see it eyeing me, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot.
She's like, oh shit, run. Okay then. That is going to bring us to Emmy.
My spirit guardians don't do anything unless it's just his turn, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Let
I think it's like if it starts its turn and your thing and bad things happen to it.
Yeah, area for the first time or starts his turn. So yeah, it's not going to affect him until it's his turn. So I am going to cast Toll the Dead, and that is a Wisdom saving throw. It
16.
doesn't seem to be too. Damn it! I was just about to say he doesn't seem to be too good at those.
It is bad at those, but it does still have an entire D20's worth of numbers.
So I ring my bell. He seems very distracted by Rissa, doesn't seem to see it, and I kind of sigh a little bit, and I guess I will cast Healing Word to Grigthos at 1st level as my bonus action, since Toladed is a cantrip. Unless you're following that rule, right?
Yep. That is you're
Okay.
totally kosher.
So I think Matt's the one that started that. I don't know if it's a real rule. I don't know.
No, it's a real rule. Matt sort of
Okay.
is famous for breaking it in the beginning of campaign 2.
Yeah,
campaign
that's true.
1, but, that was
Alright.
because he had a lot of players at the table and he wanted them to be able to use their cool stuff.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
it takes
so that
like
is
30 minutes to get to their turn.
Yeah. So that is 5 hit points back to you, Grigthos.
All right. As
Oh God, I
you cast
forgot.
your healing word,
This guy's like a
It's-
ping pong.
Yeah.
its head fully just like its neck snaps and it turns around. It drags its jaw over its own shoulder
Oh God.
along with
Ew.
the turning of the head, and its head is just backwards looking at you, and its shoulders just break as its arms turn backwards to start heading in your direction, and it starts running. Its legs just run backwards towards you, arms reaching out behind it, head facing you while you look at its spine.
Yep.
A truly
Like,
horrific
still hate
image,
it.
even for Seuss, watching this thing destroy its own body for the sake of its hunger.
All right, well, that's my cue to back up.
Okay.
Okay, wait, I can go farther.
I have an idea. We just cast Healing Word
Yeah.
and then ping pong him back and forth between the map.
Well, I'm hoping he'll follow me, because at least if he follows me, then my angels will kick the shit out of him.
All right. So that is going to bring us to Seuss. It is your turn.
Yep, I am gonna take Fighting Spirit again. Just planting my foot down and trying to jam my sword right through his back. That is a 23 to hit.
The creature tries to continue to say hungry, hungry, but it more comes out as like as its jaw hangs loosely from its head.
That'll be 17 damage.
Another 17 damage on this creature. Okay.
And then I'll pull my sword out and try and stab him in the same spot again for 15 to hit.
15 unfortunately does not hit this creature.
Okay.
You do stab it once again, but it just doesn't react this time.
Yeah. Guess that'll be his turn.
All right then. Gregthos, you are up next.
Well, I saw angels, and then I saw nothing.
Right. You have been spit out onto the ground now. Actually, you know what? It, I think, technically would still have you grappled.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it still has you grappled.
So when it like turned all the way around, I'm still in its mouth.
No, you're still in one of its claws.
Oh, okay.
It pulled you out of its mouth.
Gotcha. I will exclaim, "Ew!" again, and then, shit.
And you are covered in like this greenish, goopy saliva, whatever this thing is, and it burns.
Like Goosebumps.
Like goosebumps. Remind me what grapple does. It just makes my speed 0, correct?
Your
Yeah.
speed is 0. Yes.
Do I have disadvantage on attacks?
Mm-mm.
Let me see. Let me check. Grappled would not normally mean that, but you are also restrained. So, yes.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
restrained does.
Yes.
It's like holding you like a Slim Jim. Holding your
Bringing that
arms
back
to your
already,
side.
huh? All right, cool. Old meat, I get it. Jesus.
Oh god, I hadn't even thought of that.
Still with the jerky jokes.
Yep. Bring them on. Slim Jims and all. Let's go. So I guess then I will use a key point to... Well, no, I'll just attack with my fists.
What was the key point? Would that allow you to like disengage or something like that, or get out of its grapple?
I mentioned it preemptively. I was going to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So unarmed. Got it. Nope. The first one's an 8.
There's not very much of it to actually hit, especially now that its head is facing away from you. It's so thin and emaciated that like it's hard to like find a spot to actually hit it, especially because your arms are pinned to your side. You're just trying to kick at it.
Then, we're going to do the key point to do 2 additional unarmed strikes as a bonus action. And both of these are also well. All right.
All right.
10.
10 is not going to do it.
All right. And nope, a 9.
All right. So you start like kicking your legs out at this creature, and unfortunately, it's holding you out a little too far from its body for you to get any serious purchase on it. You can sort of just scrape it with the bottom of your feet, but you can't get it a good hit in.
It's like holding me ahead, just punching.
Don't you have 2 attacks normally, not just the one?
Do I have 2? I don't believe so.
You get at 5th level.
Probably.
We get 2.
I'm a 4th
you're
level.
split,
Yeah,
right,
I'm a
Ah,
dual class.
Forgot about the split.
Yes.
Never mind.
So no, I do not get a second attack. Sadly, I'm still dazed from being spit out of this thing's emptiness,
right.
and I'm just swinging blindly at nothing.
I keep forgetting you're partially druid.
Opposite, I forgot he was a monk. I remembered he was a druid, but I forgot he was a monk.
I honestly keep thinking he's a monk and forgetting he's a druid. So.
I keep forgetting he's a person.
Oh no.
I'm a paradox.
All right. So that is going to be the end of Gregthos' turn. That brings us to this creature. Gregthos, it is going to carry you with it.
Woo!
Sort of
Not as good as the chair.
snack on the go as it rushes towards Emmy.
And he's gonna take some damage.
Zeus, you're going to get an opportunity
Yep.
attack against this creature. You can slash out at its chest that is still facing towards you as its legs run backwards and its arms reach out behind it.
Yep, that is a 17 to hit.
17 is exactly what you need to hit this thing.
Cool. For 10 damage.
Another 10 damage. This thing seems to be able to take a lot more hits than its dumpy friend over there, who's now a slowly rotting pile of... Alright, but yes, it is unfortunately not going to be able to make its way all the way to you, so it is actually going to dash to get to you, Emmy.
Well, still got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 1. So, that's a fail.
Yeah, that's no. He's gonna get drop kicked by the angels again. Ooh. 20 damage. Hell yeah.
Sweet, 20.
I got an 8, 7, and a 5.
Nice. Okay, so the creature dashes towards you, and it is still holding Gregthos under one of its arms that are now backwards, and it is looming over you with its gaping jaw. But that is going to be the end of its turn. That will bring us to Rissa. This thing has now gone pretty far away from you.
Yeah, we're like heading towards the end of the map.
Standing on opposite sides of this little square in the ancient city.
That's good. I'm okay with that. I will move 30 feet closer because it's super far away from me now. And it's just out of my reach for my vicious mockery. And I probably shouldn't attempt up. It's out of reach of Shatter too. So I will. Nope.
Rissa
I got
just
nothing.
says nope.
It's out of all my range.
Alright.
That's what I said.
I'll just go, Zeus, you got this, and then give him Bardic Inspiration.
I never used mine. I never had to because I.
You still have it.
I know I haven't used any attack stuff.
You can use it if you need to save in a minute when you get attacked. And that's all I got, because everything is
All right.
too far away.
So, Emmy, you've got this creature looming over you, its jaw opening and gnashing at you, even despite your angels, angels attacking it from all sides.
I guess I will try to do Toll the Dead again.
All right. So that's wisdom,
It's a wisdom
save
saving
for
throw.
this thing. Let's use a different die this time. That's a nat 20. Okay. Um,
God damn it! It's just like freaking Jester. Can't ever do that spell.
all right. That is your action. Do you have a bonus action in mind?
Yes. Oh, spiritual weapon is not a concentration spell. I thought it was. Because I thought I'd have to stop my spirit guardians if I use spiritual weapon, but I don't. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna do that as my bonus action since Toll the Dead was a cantrip.
All right.
So I'm going to put my spiritual weapon right behind him, and I'm going to bonk him on the head.
All right. Roll to give him a good bonk.
I will. And I might use my bardic inspiration if I don't hit, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What's the dice for your bardic inspiration?
I believe it's a D8. Yep, D8.
Cool. Okay, so that probably will hit. So that's gonna be a 20.
A 20 will definitely hit,
Instead
yes.
of- yeah. I was afraid of 15 wanted, so I was like, I don't. I'm
You
not
found
that.
out earlier you need a 17, so good.
Oh,
move.
I did. Okay. Okay. All right. That's gonna only be 5 damage, unfortunately. 5 force
All
damage.
right. 5 damage. Every little bit counts.
But it's something.
You, undaunted, looking at this thing, reach up your hand and summon your spiritual weapon behind it and crack it on the... It's difficult to tell what the back or front of any part of it is anymore, but you hit it.
I'm going to take a chance and try to run away from it.
All right. Well, actually, fun little thing about this. Huh. Oh, it doesn't specify. Okay, then. So as you go, it's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
All right. That is going to be a 21 to hit with its bite
that
attack. Luckily, it had to use its turn that it was empowered to just sprint at you. So its big giant muscles are no longer there, and its mouth is no longer dripping with the green ooze. So it is not empowered right at this very second.
Oh my god.
So you are just going to take 18 slashing damage. Wait,
Still
wrong
hurts.
one. Sorry. 8 slashing. Piercing
Oh,
damage. 8 piercing
okay.
damage.
Okay.
Not 18, 8. Just 8. And then an additional 13 necrotic damage. As it bites onto one of your arms as you rush away. You manage to pull yourself out of its mouth, but it definitely hurts. And your coat
Okay.
is going to be stained
hurt.
so badly by this stuff.
No! No! That enrages me. I don't know what that does, but it enrages me.
Abby rages for the first time. This is where you guys find out he's been a barbarian this whole
I knew
game.
it.
Yes! I multi-blast.
All right. So that.
Don't forget about
Ah, yes.
concentration.
Oh, yes, I need to do that.
Okay. So the
Alright, what do I
total
need to get?
damage for that was 21. So it's 10.
Oh, wait, I think I have...
You have to beat a 10.
I think I have War Mage. Or War Wizard, whatever.
Warcaster.
Warcaster, that's it. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Thank God I took that. Okay. Alright, then I'll take the first one. So that is a 15.
A 15 is a success.
Okay. Whew.
Your angels are not
My angels
vanished.
are still kicking. Literally.
All right. This thing seems to have some sort of unnatural constitution. Like, it looks so thin and emaciated, but it just does not quit. That brings us to Seuss's turn.
Okay. I am going to dash right next to him, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, just
Oh,
rush
okay.
at it. Chase after the creature. All right.
I like that.
And if that'll be your turn, then that brings us to Gregthos. You are still in this thing's clutches.
Is it a like a strength save to break out of it?
It would be athletics or acrobatics checks contested by this creature's athletics. It does seem pretty strong. It did carry you all the way over here. But you might be able to beat it. Who knows?
I might as well try. It's gonna try to
Right.
push my body up against it and just wrench myself from its grasp.
All right. So, either acrobatics or athletics, whichever you like
It's
better.
not gonna matter. Go ahead.
This thing rolled a 20
Yeah.
total.
I rolled a quarter of that.
Okay, so you brace your feet up against the creature and just like push with all your might against this thing's torso, but its grip is too tight on you and you are unable to push yourself away. That was an action. You still have your bonus action.
I guess I'll healing word myself.
Okay, so that is fine.
I rolled a 4, so I heal for 7.
Great. Okay, and then as you heal yourself,
Oh,
the
God.
creature looks down at you and and
God.
just says,
I
hungry, yes. And
Well-
it starts pull at you. You luckily already have your feet braced against it, so you're resisting being pulled directly into its mouth. But it is now the creature's turn.
You don't say.
This is about as bad as things could have gone.
Yep, my bad.
So it is as it pulls your body towards you. Your feet slip on its slippery, moist hide, and it manages to pull your body towards it. Let's roll to see if it is able to bite you. It is. That's like a 20 million, whatever
Yeah.
the number is, to hit. And so you are pulled once again.
That
This
was pretty
time,
close, though. Close roll.
for better or for worse, you're pulled in feet first this time.
Oh, good.
And it chomps down on your torso. So the top half of you is sticking out this time. So you get to watch its rapturous face as it takes a bite into your body. You feel a rib crack, and then you lose consciousness. Well, no, yeah. I don't think it's possible for it to roll low enough to... Well, I should ask, how many hit points do you have?
Not many, Ryan.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't think it's possible for this thing
I
to roll
have
low
20,
enough.
if that matters.
No, it's definitely going to knock you back unconscious again. Okay, and then it is going to use a claw attack as it tilts its head back to swallow Gregthos whole. Its hands are now free, so it is going to turn back towards the three of you, and it looks surprised to see you standing right behind it, Seuss.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to try to make an attack roll against you with its claws. That is a 17, which I don't think hits you.
Nope, that's a miss.
All right, so it just claws directly down the front of your body, but this time it doesn't get into any of the kinks between your armor, so it just leaves a nasty-looking claw mark on the front of your plate.
And Seuss has a lot of kinks, so...
Haven't gotten hit once by them, have you?
I don't know. I can't remember if any of these things have hit Zeus yet.
Like, I feel like he has like an anti-monster
Right.
shield.
That's the plate armor working.
Yep.
And that is going to be the end of this thing's turn. Rissa, you are up.
Hooray! Well, y'all are real far.
How do you think I feel?
How far is healing word?
I believe it's 60 feet.
I'm going to step. Okay, I guess I'm gonna give Emmy a look because I know if Emmy heals Gregthos will get healed for more. So I'm just gonna look at him and thumbs up and point to Gregthos.
I get thumbs up.
Okay.
I was like, let me take care of it.
Then I will cast healing word on Emmy.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Because Emmy got hurt earlier. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level and hope it does better than a little bit. You get 12.
Good to me.
Zeus, as you as this thing tries to slash at you and is unable to break through your armor, it suddenly just looks up over your shoulder and seems to immediately lose interest in you. And you turn around and see healing magic flowing through Emmy. You're like, oh, here we go again.
And I move 25 feet back.
I feel like someone should do fan art of this, of just the old game Pong.
Yes.
And then just have Emmy Greg.
If you got enough spell slots, you could probably make a game of keep away out of this.
I'm almost tapped, but yes. So I back 25 feet up, and then that's
Alright.
my turn.
That is going to bring us to Emmy. The creature is just screaming the word hungry with its broken jaw over and over again.
Okay, so the cool thing about my particular cleric class is that I can heal a lot for people that are almost dead. So I don't know if I want to risk just using healing word and then getting him. Would I be able to touch him at all?
Gregthos,
or
yes. Gregthos is
he
the top half of his
eaten?
body is still sticking out of the thing's mouth.
Okay. Alright, so I'll risk getting closer. I know this is probably stupid. But it makes him have to make a wisdom saving throw because he just entered my area. Because I just got close to him.
Right, that's a 9.
That does not succeed. So that's 15 radiant damage.
Good, pretty good. Whittling this thing down little by little.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Gregthos, and since I am a Circle of Mortality, I think that's what it's called. Yes, Circle of Mortality. I will do max healing. So let me see what level I want to do it at. Let's do it at 2nd level. So that's gonna be. So that's 20. No, 18. Sorry, I can't math. 18.
18 healing to Gregthos.
Back to you, Gregthos.
Thank you.
Regain consciousness, Gregthos, to see Emmy stepping back away from you, and you just look up and see the top half of this thing's face holding you in its terrible, disgusting maw.
Actually, I have 10 feet left of movement, so I'm gonna move back 10 after I do that.
All right, well,
Because I'm not in his range, so unless I am, I don't know if I am in
that's
his
a
range,
good
I won't move
question,
back.
actually. Could you?
I was 10 feet from him.
Yeah, I was like, would you have to have gotten in opportunity attack range to heal Gregthos? I'm gonna say no. Gregthos is sticking out of the front of its face a little bit, so you could reach the top of
Okay.
Gregthos's head without getting into the range of its arms.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, because if I was in range, I didn't
Right.
want to move back.
Mechanically
but if I'm
speaking,
not,
I
then
don't think
I'll
it's
move.
supposed to actually carry Gregos with it as it tries to eat him, but here we are. This is what we're doing.
Okay.
That is going to bring us around to Seuss.
Yep.
Gregos also actually, as Emmy casts that healing spell, the creature drops you out of its mouth and you fall to the ground. And
I did have a
yes.
question. Did it have disadvantage on its last attack because I did Vicious Mockery? Or did we all
I
forget?
definitely forgot. I know that for
believe
sure.
I forgot.
But it's also been gaining advantage every time anybody heals people. So I've also been forgetting about that. So here
That's
we
fair.
are.
Okay.
But it indicated it.
But yes, Greg, though, it drops you to the ground and turns all of its attention to Emmy. But Seuss, you're up next.
That's actually what I was about to ask. I was like, is it because I didn't say anything with Cure Wounds that it would? I don't know if it was like a vocal thing.
Nope,
or
it's healing magic.
just the act of healing.
So I got a 19 to hit.
That will definitely do it.
Cleric's worst enemy.
For 10 damage.
10 more damage. All right.
And then I'm going to use my inspiration die, which is what, a d8? 10? Okay.
Yes,
So the
D8.
next
D8.
attack, just to make sure it hits.
You can decide after you roll, I think. Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Yes, and if it doesn't
Okay, then I
help you
won't use
succeed,
So
you
I got a
keep it.
25 to hit
Yep.
for another 10 damage.
Another 10 damage. You start slashing wildly at this creature, and every time you like cut a hole in its body, there's barely anything underneath the skin. It's almost all skin and bones, just the barest little bit of muscle. And in fact, its skin is so tight on its body that when you cut it open, it sort of peels away.
Curse. That'll be my turn.
All right. So Gregthos, you are on the ground at this thing's feet as it is now trying to step over you to get to Emmy. What are you doing?
You know, I like how Emmy and Rissa are playing ping pong, and Greg Ghost is playing basketball and just going up and down.
In and out of his
I
mouth.
don't understand sports. Shit. Honestly, I don't know.
Beat the shit out of it.
I could try third time's the charm, I suppose.
You don't have disadvantage anymore, which is
Oh,
nice.
he's not. Oh, that's right. You said he dropped me.
You could totally heal yourself.
You could. I don't know if it'd be advisable,
Yeah.
because it's
Do that
you
again.
do know its turn is next, so
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I'm really in pain here. Hold on. Oh.
Like, try to do as much damage as you possibly
fair.
can. Do it. Maybe my angels.
So
can
I'm
keep the
going
shit
to very meekly stand up because I've technically died twice now within the last.
you didn't
20
die. You just
seconds.
briefly lost consciousness. You're like sort of like
Yeah, I mean, so realistically, it's probably closer to a normal day for me, but still.
you're seeing stars a little bit.
Again, normal day. So yeah, I'm gonna very meekly get up and take a quick 5-foot step around this way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You don't do flanking, correct?
No.
In that
you don't.
case, I will just stand in place, and I'll take a swing at this thing with my quarterstaff.
All right.
Just hope for the best at this point.
17 AC.
Oh, 18 on die, plus 5, 23.
Got him.
For good 3 bludgeoning damage.
3 damage. Wait, hold on. Don't you add like stuff to that?
I rolled a 1, and
Oh.
I have plus 2.
Okay.
Oh,
Like I said, meekly.
that's kind of sad.
All right.
And then I think even though I hit with my staff, I can still do flurry.
As far as I understand, yes. Hit with your staff, do a kick. Hit with your staff, do a headbutt.
Yeah, immediately after you take the attack action. So I'll use my other key point to do. Excuse me, flurry of blows.
All right.
So 2 more unarmed attacks, a 19 and a 11. So 1 more hit.
All right.
For 4 bludgeoning damage.
Every little bit counts.
That's
This
what
thing
I
is
told
actually
myself.
starting to, as you punch into it, like it's, you can like, you have, in order to punch it, you have to get close enough to like hear it, and you can like start to like hear like creaking sounds in its body, and you actually hear its stomach grumbling, and you feel like you're starting to get close. This thing is not long for this world if you keep this up. You just gotta last a little longer.
A kindred spirit, if you will.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so this creature is, you are standing in its way, between it and its next meal.
I mean, barely.
Ask them to make a wisdom save.
It is not currently inside the circle, as far as I can tell.
Oh, oh yeah, that's great. That's a symbol. Never mind.
But
Never mind.
what it's going to do is just put both of its hands, one hand on Gregthos and one hand on Seuss, and just push both of you out of the way and try to leap between you. Both of you will get opportunity attacks as it just wildly, recklessly charges towards Emmy.
I got a 20
I got a crit.
That will hit.
with my quarterstaff.
Wow.
7 bludgeoning damage.
All right. And that crit.
Another one? Did I miss that?
Yeah, he said he crit.
Jesus.
The jinx.
For
Was working with advantage a whole lot earlier. So
24
Oh, fair.
damage.
24 more damage. All right. Actually, as it pushes both of you out of the way, but in the process it leaves itself wide open. And Gregthos, you sock it right in the side of its head as it rushes by, and at the same time, Seuss, you stab into its exposed rib cage, and as it tries to charge past you, its momentum carries it a few more feet, and then it lands on the ground at Emmy's feet, and just sort of like reaches out and tries to claw at Emmy's boots. And but then its body starts to like shrivel up, and it is pulled into its own stomach. It seems like a black hole has opened up inside it, and its body is crunched down into nothingness as it is pulled inside its own void, and it disappears. You've solved my creature puzzle.
Looking upset, the angels are gonna just start like kicking the spot it was because they wanted to get the final blow.
That was
Got the kill.
lovely.
The area, this little square in the overgrown city, grows eerily quiet. It seems that the noises that these things were making scared off a lot of the other things that are usually lurking around in the mist. So you have a moment to yourselves where it is unusually quiet.
Buddy, gather round. It's time for some healing.
I will crawl.
If you want, I can use the wand.
Oh, okay. That would be better because I'm running low on spell slots.
I will cast Prayer of Healing out of the wand.
All right. Now that, if I remember correctly, Prayer of Healing takes like 10 minutes, right? Or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it still do that on the wand too?
But she technically had to cast it into the wand, which took 10 minutes to cast it.
I guess so, yeah. But I mean, you did do that at
No.
like the end of the day yesterday, so if I remember correctly. So you
Yeah.
had time. Yeah, it still retains all the properties of the spell. It's just like extra stored up slots.
Okay.
3D.
Well-
It's 3d8 plus your whatever. I don't know if it takes your.
No, it's
Modifier.
whatever you cast.
Okay, so it's 3d8 plus
So-
2.
Do you want to roll for it?
I can. Let me do that. Why do I keep losing my d8s? It's like the one dice I use the most. And I keep losing it.
Perhaps that's why.
All right. That's only going to be 13, unfortunately.
Right, but it's 13 to
13
everybody.
Well, no, 15 plus 2. Yeah, 13 to... It's 15 to everybody. It's plus 2, so
Pretty
13
good.
plus 2.
It's a lot of total healing. The creature comes back out of the void and... no, I'm kidding.
No. It's like, I
You-
smell healing spells again.
You feel like you hear
It's probably back to life.
somewhere in the cosmos, you hear, hungry, hungry, hungry.
And that's why Emmy quit his doctor job, because he can't heal anymore. Because every time he does, that thing shows
Yeah,
up.
he's like, fuck it. He's gonna think every time he heals somebody, he's gonna look over his shoulder like, Okay. He's always gonna hear hungry.
What would have happened if Gregthos was still inside of him when he black holed?
When he disappeared.
I've chosen not to even try to think about it.
Good question.
That prayer of healing actually put me back to max. Yay.
You all feel battered and bruised. Well, not all of you, but
Mostly me.
yes. And then the feeling of stiffness that comes from a lot of magical healing happening over and over again is sort of like starting to set in your muscles, Gregthos. So you're like sort of have to like stretch out a little bit.
More than usual. Okay.
Mr. Huggy Man, his body's still
Yes,
there,
it did
right?
not disappear. It sort of just kind of looks like if you walk back over to it, it looks like it's kind of like melting into the dirt outside that house.
Okay. Well, to go along with the theme of my weird collection of items, I have to take a sample
All
of
right.
him.
And it is almost entirely liquid at this point. Like even its bones seem to be softening as it like melts into the floor.
Well, that's perfect. I can put his liquid in my vial then.
Great.
So liquid of monster goo.
Right.
That's what I'll put.
Just for my own personal, like, so I can remember what that means when you ask me about it 3 months from now.
It will happen.
Right? The lonely flesh sample.
Okay.
Very Dark Souls of you, Ryan.
You have to get some more flesh samples so it's not so lonely.
Yeah.
I mean, Emmy has been
Well, I
collecting
do
those quite a bit.
actually.
Although a lot of them are back at the lab at this point.
He can make friends with my vial of plant goop.
Right. Okay. And you know what? Because I remember now what that means. But once again, 3 months from now, I'm not. So please write down corpse flower plant goop so that I remember specifically what it's from.
Okay.
I'm glad we're getting this all out of the way
Sorry,
now.
that's just his thing. He
Oh,
has to take samples
absolutely.
of
Please
everything.
keep doing that. It's super cool. I just want to make sure that when you ask me, like, all right, I want this monster group to be analyzed, and then I also want this monster group to be analyzed. I'm like, it certainly looks like goop because I don't remember what it is.
I told you not to ask me. I don't know anything about this stuff.
Just like my character Keegan, she had the most random stuff. Like it's like she had like teeth of rats and skulls of
Literally
I don't know,
anything.
just like she had the most random. Yeah, like anything she could find, she picked it up.
Beautiful. All right, so you stick the vial back into your backpack, and as you are gathering yourselves, healing yourselves up, taking a few minutes to reconstitute yourselves, you see up ahead in the direction of Clearlight a bright flash of blue light, and then the sound of an explosion up ahead. And what sounds like perhaps a battle happening. And that's where we'll end our session.
Lovely.
Oh boy. Our friends are getting attacked.
Yep, your very best friends are in danger. Probably.
The super close friends that we don't even know anything about them, except for that one guy that was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, who could forget that one guy?
I'll save him.
I was gonna say, if anybody, Emmy is probably very interested in that elf. She sounds very pretty.
Yeah, you could probably say she's a nice looking lady. She's a half elf. I don't know if that's if that is a disqualifier for Emmy. Probably not.
Oh, it doesn't matter. She's a woman.
That's true.
Emmy finds. Well, actually, even if she was a woman or a man, Emmy would find her very attractive.
All right. So,
he likes beauty.
well, she certainly has some of that.
Thank you so much for checking out Behold Clearlight, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play game. This world is brought to you by Ryan and played by a group of friends who are just looking to have fun and share our love for the tabletop world. Every other Thursday, we will release a new episode of Behold Clearlight. On the off weeks, Greg and I join other members of the TTRPG community and play non-D&D games. You can also check out Greg and I having random discussions on topics in the TTRPG and D&D world with guests on Mondays. If you enjoyed this, please don't hesitate to reach out on Twitter or on Facebook at Beholder to No One. Also, give us a review on iTunes or follow us on Podbean, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Keep being awesome. We'll see you next time. Bye.